potato getting harvested because Tyler insists. Okay, so we ended up grabbing a few plants out of the German Butterball and a couple out of the Shepody beds. And not too many potatoes. That's the Shepody. And this is the German Butterball. Here's my little boy deer from last year. He's sitting in his same spot. Hi. It's afternoon and I'm finally getting out here to the garden. They've been threatening sun for the last few days, but it's actually just been kind of overcast. And I've been doing nothing, except making memes on Reddit late into the night. So anyway, the sun popped out and I'm finally getting around to getting my potatoes, and let's see what I can get today in the few hours I still have left of a day. Okay, so I'm going to start with this first bed of mostly Shepody, and at the end I've got some Peter potatoes, Peter potatoes. And yes, so when Tyler and I were out here getting potatoes, there were not that many potatoes per plant, but I didn't really expect a whole lot because this isn't really how I want to plant potatoes. Is this what I should do? I kind of want to plant potatoes like Farragut Farm plants potatoes. You know, I don't know, like on a geotextile, using seaweed and whatever, and just throwing the potatoes in there. But this year I had the space and I had the dirt, so this is what I did. Yes, so this is supposed to be a larger size potato that was grown, I think, like in Canada, intended for French fries or something or other. And I didn't really like the flavor of these last year. They were just kind of blah. But I thought, well, you know, maybe I should just give them another try. This is the mother. Yeah. Anyway, now how am I going to do this? Do I do this like that? Okay. So yeah. I think that's, oh wait, there's this guy over here, so there's got to be something over here. One potato. So then I got my German Butterballs and my Haida potatoes, which are just starting to die back. And so that's what I'm gonna get. Oh, hi. Oh, hi. Anyway, yeah, so it goes. There's a potato rock. Yeah. Stabbed a couple potatoes. Wow, there's just like, you know, a little bit in there. So I can weigh them, wash them and weigh them, or weigh them and wash them, or something. Hi, I'm up here at the wash station, and the first batch of potatoes Tyler washed, and he said that this sprayer kind of knocked the skins off the potatoes. So, I don't know. Looks okay to me. Okay, so I got my scale. I don't know if this is gonna be too heavy. We'll see. No. 18.16, and the basket weighs 3.5 pounds. This program might work. Dokely, I did my calculations. Almost 15 pounds for my first batch of Shepody. Okay, so I'm just gonna take my basket. Oy! And we'll dump it in here, I guess. Is that what we're gonna do? I should have done that more gently, probably. Okay, so there's just a little bit of dirt at the bottom of this basket. But not too bad. Okay, so I kind of separated out the big from the little, just in case I want to save some for seed, which I might pull out and cure. I honestly don't know how I'm going to long-term store these. Maybe just sitting in here in these bins like last year. Except that last year I didn't wash the potatoes before I stored them, and I told myself, dude, do not do that again, because especially for the small potatoes, it was such a pain to try and get the dirt off each individual one as I was trying to use them to eat and stuff. So wash them first and then store them. That's my plan. Okay, so here's my tub of Shepody. Not like super full or anything like that, but there are some potatoes there. Okay folks, so I didn't get very much done today, but I'm gonna call it a day because I've got some other things I need to do. I ended up just getting the Shepody out of that bed, and I've still got Peter's potatoes to dig from the end of that bed. But maybe I'll get a fresh start tomorrow. Usually Sunday's my day off, but I think I'm just gonna go ahead and dig potatoes and take advantage of the sunshine, since I've already been day offing all week long. Okay, dudes, it's 8 o'clock in the morning and I am back at it. The sun is now coming up on this side of the hill. Dudes, we're losing lots of light. Okay, so I got my bug hat on again in case the bugs come out. And I'm gonna get Peter's potatoes at the far end of this bed. And then I'll be done with this bed entirely. And moving on to the German Butterballs. I should have, if I'd gotten these plants sooner, I would have been able to pull their little stems a little easier. Okay. Now these folks are purple potatoes, which means we're not going to be able to see them. Wait. Okay. Well, let's use our fork friend, shall we? Ew, gross, man. Here's the original potato. Ugh. Oh, let's see. Here we go. There's another feller. Gee, well, look, there's not much there. Oh, hey, there's another one. Hi. Oh, man, that's the thing about purple potatoes. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Cool. Oh, another one. Yay. And another one. Okay, we need to be careful here. That's a potato rock. Okay. We don't have a lot of potatoes here. Oh, gee, lookers, there's a big old rock. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that is it. On to the next one. I stabbed a couple of the purple potatoes, but this was not quite a full bed. I don't know what that is, another 6 feet or something. I've got, I think, well, I got some purple potatoes, some red potatoes, and a few yellow potatoes. And I think those are, one of those is Magic Molly's, one of it's Magic Myrna's, and an unknown yellow potato. Uh-oh. Hey, buddy. Okay, so yesterday I got 36.77 of the Shepody. Today I got Peter's potatoes, 9.25 pounds. And Shepody that I got last week, little batch, 3.07, comes to 49.09 pounds for that bed. so good for that bed of German Butterball. Only 31 pounds for about a 40-foot bed. And the second one, 41 pounds. Okay, so in this bin, I've got Peter's potatoes. Aren't those pretty? And then over here, I've got 2 bins, German Butterballs. A lot of them were quite small size. Oakley dokley folklies. So I did not get as much German Butterball out of these 2 beds as I did that bed of Shepody and Peter's potatoes. There was some potatoes at the far end. The soil was a little bit more clayey and there was just like hardly any potatoes. But then as I came this way, the soil was a little bit lighter and sandier and then there was more potatoes. So anyway, whatever. This last bed of Haida, there's some German Butterball at the far end, just like, I don't know, 6 feet or something. And I don't know if I already said, but these always seem to grow later than the other potatoes. They come up later, you know, and plus I planted them later, I think, too. But anyway, they're not quite as dead as these other guys. But I think I'm going to go ahead and pull them up anyway because their leaves are all turning yellow and they're not long for the world. There is this one weird potato right here that looks different from these other ones. And it's weird and it's all big and green. So let's get him out first. I don't know what the deal is with this guy. Oh my gosh. What is he? Oh my gosh, you know what? He looks like a Haida, but he's huge. Oh my gosh, wow. So there's all of those guys. I don't know why he's so big and weird. No, that's his stems look like the same as these ones. Okay, what's the deal with you guys? I've been running into rocks as I go along, and then I've been having to dig them out. Makes the project go a little bit, takes longer. Okay, so I'm just going to take a look. I'm just looking at these guys. Oh. Wow. Now, this is a smaller potato. It's a smaller Fingerling. It's a smaller Fingerling type potato. And, but actually there's quite a bit of potato on these guys. So we'll see how much I get out of these guys. But yeah, no, this is, I don't know why this is a weird potato. Why he's all green and huge. But, yeah, he's a Haida too. Okay, here we go. Done with the Haida and a little bit of German Butterball at the end, but not too many because actually it's the soil at the end of the beds is really wet. And I don't know if it's just because it's kind of more clay back there, but also because the water drains that direction and there's soil compacted down there. So maybe the moisture accumulates there because the soil is really wet. And I actually found some rotten potatoes back at the end there. Anyway, done with that. Okay, this is the Haida potatoes. That's what they look like. Yeah. And there was a lot of little guys on the potatoes. If I planted them earlier, I might get more potatoes. Okay, so last batch, Haida, 34.6 pounds, and the lost of German Butterballs at the end there, 5.58 pounds. Total spuds, 161.59, so about 150 pounds of spuds. Don't do this at home. This is not how you take care of your potatoes. I did find that as I was spraying the German Butterballs and the Haida, that the skin was kind of coming off, like Tyler was saying. on some of the potatoes. So I don't know how they're going to store, and I don't know how I'm going to store them. So maybe I'll figure that out and let you guys know next week. And also talk about garlic, because I've got my garlic, pulled into the house at this point. So talk about how I cured garlic, what I'm doing with the garlic, how I'm storing my garlic, how I'm going to store my potatoes, and hopefully that all works out. I'll see you guys next week.